today we're going to just talk about ketones as brain fuel. So ketones as fuel for the brain. The brain weighs about 1.5 kilograms. A typical human male is maybe 70 to 80 kilograms. So that would be about 1 to 2% of his body weight. So that's not a lot. So the brain is about 1 to 2% of your body weight. It consumes 100 to 150 grams of glucose at rest per day. And it consumes 20% of your VO2 at rest. So that means the energy demands at rest that your body has, 20% of it is from your brain. So even though it only weighs 1 to 2%, it demands 20% of your energy needs. So it's a very needy tissue. So during starvation, how does this needy tissue survive? Well, whenever you're not keto adapted, your brain is fueled by glucose pretty much, 100% glucose pretty much. And so whenever let's say you went to starvation or prolonged fasting, you're going to start depleting your glucose stores, glycogen in your liver and your muscles. And then you're also going to have something called gluconeogenesis occur, which is in the liver, just production of new glucose molecules. And so gluconeogenesis can supply 17 to 32 grams of glucose per day. Your brain needs at least 100 grams of glucose. And then your glycogen stores will deplete and to supply the rest so that you can survive maybe 10 days if your brain just used glucose. Luckily, our brains can use ketones as well. So we can't use fat for our brains directly, but fat can be broken down and then ketones can be used, and the liver can produce up to 150 grams of ketones per day. So that's going to help really supply the brain in times of starvation and allow you to survive up to 73 days versus 10 days and hopefully find some food. Ketones are also neuroprotective. They provide energy. They're a direct energy molecule. And then also they stimulate the increase of machinery that produces energy, like mitochondria. So they provide energy in multiple ways. They reduce oxidative stress in the brain, apoptosis. Apoptosis is just cell death, brain cell death. So they reduce that. And then they also increase cerebral blood flow. So the blood flow going to the brain, which is good because that provides more nutrients to the brain and then gets rid of waste products, which helps fuel the brain.